It's the 26th of January 2026 and I'm just about to head over to the first protest of the day called the Invasion Day protest, which is at Hyde Park, and this is Captain Cook, and then I'm going to go to the March for Australia protest, which will be the second protest. But you can see there's a guy here. They got a bloke here guarding it. But yeah, last year they tried to cut off his leg, or he cut him off by the legs and knock him over, but they got sprung. Apparently they rigged up some contraption between the two trees where they would had ropes, and they got I don't know why they just didn't throw a rope over the top and climb up, but anyway, and they got sprung and busted for it. I'm not sure what happened after that, but yeah, there was a big cut in the front of his leg there. Where's my finger? Here, but it's gone now, so it's being fixed up. So anyway, well, this is so we're at Hyde Park. There's not much, like on the way up, it's about 15 minutes before it kicks off. There hasn't been a lot of police presence the way I've come anyway, but yeah. Anyway, let's head up and we'll see how it goes. You see a few, like there's always a few cops along the way, and then as I get closer, it'll be more. But the Min's government was saying they're going to really ramp it up today to make sure there's, I think they said 1,500 cops on duty. It's only triple time and a half on a public holiday for all these boys, so they're not complaining. They're all pretty happy about it. Mostly they just sit around like that. There's three of them sitting on a bench and two of them standing, and that's the day for them mostly, till they do the marches where they have to kind of walk along a bit. They're probably happy to stretch the legs after sitting down for hours. Anyway, let's have a look and see how it's going up there. All right, so we're just approaching now. This is a regular guy I know. Not that I know him, but I always give him a nod and a wink. He's usually at World Square, and I give him a nod. I always thought he just liked different drinks because he'd sit at the table with all these different drinks, but then I saw him one day rummaging them out of the garbage bin. But anyway, that's a whole other story. So yeah, we're coming in now. You've got plenty of cops, not many, but enough, quite a few. And then as we see, we've got these socialists, something about Zionism there, and there's more. These guys are Solidarity, which is another socialist movement. So you've got Greens flags over there, people wanting you to sign and giving you brochures, and Solidarity, keep left. So there are plenty of people selling their wares. Who are these guys? Something about communism or socialism. Who's this one? Communist Federation. And you got, like I said, there's just cops around the perimeter. Not too many masked today, but a few masked. What else? The Take Pride movement, keeping the fire burning. T-shirts $60 or 2 for 100, and various other socks $10. So I think the stage looks like it'll be on the truck over here. Then they have a big. The numbers aren't like massive compared to previous years, but it's about 10 minutes off with the arrival time. Oh, here's a massive flag here. It's quite a big. So they usually have some dancing and all sorts of stuff like that. Our liberation, and so that'll be a bit of a squeeze getting through the streets with a flag that size, but yeah, it's there. Really. Oh, there's our man himself, Danny Lim. He's always getting a few. She's trying to get someone in for a photo. I get in as well. Danny comes to a variety of things, left and right, primarily left, I think. Someone just yelled something, but I didn't hear what it was. You got the Greens, they've got their own tent set up over here. These guys are, water, yeah, that might come in handy later. I don't know if it's a rainbow tent only, but you got a bit of mainstream media here filming someone. Oh yeah, these are the Pride and Protest group. So she's getting something going on. There's a more mainstream media up there. Oh, and there's what's her name? The Greens, New South Wales Greens lady. What's he got here? Medibank unlawfully cancels elderly hospital cover without authorisation. Link, blah, blah, blah. So I'm not sure about him. You've got a fellow... I think there's going to be... Yeah, they usually have a bit of an area where they do the dancing and the... they sometimes say, oh, they're getting a smoking... Here we go. They're getting the smoking ceremony stuff set up now. So that'll be happening soon. The Blak Caucus is the name of the group. So the Blak Caucus runs it. Yeah, various other signs here. Okay, that's enough for a minute. I think we'll wait a little bit. Oh, they got the eye in there. I like to film the eye in the sky, which is this police, I'm assuming it's facial recognition software because it's this post here, and it's got all these cameras, and you do actually see them moving around. So they are, and there's that's what's his name, Senior, Bruce Shillingsworth Senior, getting better with the names now. Traffic monitoring cameras. That's what the other guy told me with the drone. It's all about traffic monitoring. But yeah, I don't think so. Transport for New South Wales, but I very much doubt it's about traffic monitoring. Then you've got the Greens contingent, which will be here. So I guess they separate out so they can grab their banners when it's time to march. All right, that'll do for a minute. Yeah, so Archibald Fountain, is that in the middle there? All right, let's pause. All right, it's just gone 10 and it's kicking off now. There's other groups arrived now, and the ladies in the yellow are the knitting nanas, and then they've got the Teachers Federation. And I think the smoking ceremony is kicking off because there seems to be some smoke gathering over there. I should have got myself a bit closer to the front. Yeah, we'll make it through. It's pretty well placed apart here. Yeah. So I'm assuming it's going to kick off very, very momentarily. We're going to get to the front. We'll make it. I don't want to be in the midst of the smoke though. You can avoid it. It's everywhere. I guess there's probably no avoiding it today. So there we go. Getting closer. I'm going to try the side. So I guess they'll be on the top there. The side, am I going to be stuffing it up? Oops, sorry, mate. Are you okay? Yeah, just breathing. Let's get in there. All right, let's just try and get into position. Let's see that's monkey.
Marang, ini marang ini Muruwari, ini marang ini Gadigal Muruwari, ini marang ini me and my brother here with Dirama Warlin. We come from the Upper Billagalari, Wiradjuri country. I'd like to honour and pay respects to the mob of this country here where we all are here today. And yeah, keep up the good fight, everybody. Thank you, brothers. Please make these brothers feel acknowledged.
Yeah. Can't hear you, Mom. Yeah. Kinagayan Yabun. In the language of my people, before the expressive language. Hello, everybody. I have feedback. I don't really need one. But yeah, give thanks to nephew Jace, brother here, for starting ceremony for us today. for making sure ancestors are with us, for making sure we stand here in the celebration of the First Nations people, the survival against the colony, the survival for 238 years. Welcome to our National 88th Day of Mourning. Yeah, the government will give you a day of mourning for those shot dead. Yet we saw the news this week. Aboriginal people were shot dead. Where are the media? Where is the outrage then for black people being shot? But before I get too angry, black women, as I should be, today I will start properly with a beautiful sister who is traditional custodian of this land, who guides us, blesses us, and gives us permission every time we speak out. If you don't know this woman, you should. She is the custodian of this land you are on. Her people have been here since day dot of the colonial, coming against her people with gun violence. Please welcome my beautiful, beautiful sister, Nadeena Dixon.
Always was, always will be. Always was, always will be.
Warlpiri. Point to ourselves, Ngaya Budjiti. Ngaya Budjiti. That means you're deadly in Gadigal. It's an honour and a blessing to be here on country today. We say, we anger, show me now, we anger, Bembo.
There you go.
We anger Bembo, Mother Earth. So we gather here on the sacred earth. Acknowledging all of those who have gone before us. I'd like to acknowledge my Gadigal, Darul, Bijigal mobs from all across the Sydney Basin. I'm the direct descendant of over 6 Aboriginal ancestors that lived all across the Sydney Basin, and I'm the eldest granddaughter of the freedom fighter, Dr. Charles Tigger Dixon. Thank you. I'd also like to acknowledge all our elders here today that give me so much strength. Uncle Ken, Uncle Colin's here, Arnie's here with us today. Our brother that's still fighting for our mobs here. Please acknowledge our elders. Please give them a round. Because they are still standing, they are still coming for us. They are still keeping our community strong. And they're showing us the way of how we have to walk strong in our spirits. They stood up against adversity, and we have to dig into our own strength. So I'd just like to give my blessings to everybody here, acknowledging all of our First Nations brothers and sisters from all across the country and our Torres Strait Island brothers and sisters, and acknowledging our broader community who are our allies and who stand with us and who, you know, just keep the fires burning, and we're keeping strong in our fight for justice still in this day and for these future people coming now. So I'll just welcome you in language now. Nadeena Dixon. Wallama Bembo, we return the country. Gadigal, Darul, Bijigal, Nira, Gwigal, Nira, Ingina, Boyalawa, Ngayalang, Budjiti, Darabara. Just giving my blessings to everybody here today to stand strong on country and remember who we are and why we fight, because it will, always was and always will be Aboriginal land. Always was and always will be Aboriginal land. Now I'm just gonna do a song which I wrote a few years back on the eve of the apology to the stolen generations.
and this song's become pretty viral, which has been beautiful, and it's called Aboriginal Land, and if you know it, sing along. Whee! Whee! Always was and always will be Aboriginal land, and every place in this country, well, it's home. Ain't no place you can run to, hero, Aboriginal land. In this place you call Australia, it's still Aboriginal land. And I stand on Aboriginal land. You stand on Aboriginal land. Any place you can stand there, well, you're on Aboriginal land. And nothing's ever gonna change it, 'cause this is Aboriginal land. And you can lie all you want to, hero, Aboriginal land. Hey, no matter all your legislation, 'cause this is Aboriginal land. And I stand on Aboriginal land. Yes, I do. We stand on Aboriginal land. No matter where you go, no matter where you stand, you respect our mother, 'cause you walk on sacred land. And my spirit's holding strong too. When I die, I still belong to you. My ancestors fought and died for. Still my people cry for. Always was, and always will be. 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 Aboriginal land. It's Aboriginal land. Yes, it is now. Aboriginal land. It's Aboriginal land. Thanks, Lord. Sister. Oh, wow. Always was and always will be.
Aboriginal land!
There you are, there you are. You're going to take over and I'll do this? All right.
First and foremost, thanks for everyone coming out today on 26th of January, Invasion Day. If we could have 4 people to come and volunteer, you got them all good. And before I start, I just want to let my young warrior...
Media off the truck!
Oh.
Kids are on the truck, man, respect!
Righto. So before I start, I'm going to let my little young warrior do an acknowledgement for me. So please make him welcome.
We would like to acknowledge the Gadigal people who are the traditional owners of the land, always was, always will be Aboriginal land.
This is what today means. It's about our emerging next generation to ensure that they continue to fight. And as a father of 2 young beautiful boys, I ensure that they know what this system is about, and I ensure that they will fight this system alongside your children to ensure that life is a better future for everyone. So many people may have seen the tragic news within the media, and we can see these photos that are being held up today. These 4 people, including a young baby, had unfortunately lost their life to an incident in Lake Jellicoe. Today, I have the opportunity that I shouldn't, to sit here and remember these people, these loved ones, these family members, these mothers, these brothers, these sisters. We pause in honour and remember Sophie, Isabel Quinn, baby Troy, John Harris and Nadeena Quinn. Sophie Isabel Quinn was a beautiful young woman with a gentle and kind nature. She was loving, looking forward to becoming a mum for her first time. Her baby boy, Troy, never got a chance to make it Earthside. And we will never know if he would have had Sophie's beautiful eyes or her love of fishing and animals, and we will never see her hold her baby for the first time or see his hands wrapped around her little fingers like many parents had waited for and got that privilege. Sophie loved her family, and we know she will be up there with her arms wrapped around her baby boy. Sophie was very much loved, daughter, granddaughter, sister and auntie, by her 2 little nephews that are missing her very much. A life taken too soon. John Harris. John Harris was a proud father of 3 children. He was a brother, a son, an uncle, a nephew, a grandson, a cousin, and a friend to many. He was known for his happy-go-lucky spirit, for his massive grin that lit up every room that he entered. John was a good man whose life was taken too soon, leaving a heartbroken family and community that will never be the same. But his memory will forever live on in the community's hearts, in the community's family, and in the people who loved him. And his smile will guide everyone within the community, anyone affected, until they meet again. Nadeena Quinn was a grandmother, a baby sister, Sophie's auntie. Nadeena was very much loved by her mum. She was described by community members as a gentle woman, and whose kindness and strength touched everyone around her when she was present. She will be missed by her family and everyone that know her. They were deeply loved. These people you see here were deeply loved, and they deserve so much better. May our ancestors guide them in their next journey through to the dream time. May our ancestors comfort their loved ones, their community, and everyone affected by this tragic event. And as we stand here today, we will now like to invite everyone for a minute's silence, and I mean absolute silence, to honour the lives and to hold the families close in our thoughts. So if we could all please bow our heads, raise our fists in solidarity, and take a minute's silence. Thank you. you. Us as Indigenous people have a cultural obligation to ensure that we comfort our tribal, our clans and our people from neighbouring tribes. And that's what we've done here today, standing in our full solidarity with non-Indigenous people. And I thank you so much for taking the moment of silence and participating, and I thank you so much for recognising these families and this baby that have not seen what this earth looks like. The next speaker we're going to introduce is a grandfather, a local Aboriginal Warlpiri elder, Uncle Ned Hargraves, the grandfather of Kumanjai White, the grandfather of Kumanjai Walker. Uncle Ned Hargraves has been advocating for his grandson and for his community for many decades now, scrutinising the Northern Territory government and their facilities. This grandfather has not only lost one individual and family member in custody, but this family member has lost two family members. Shame. Uncle Ned Hargraves, as a young 27-year-old man, is someone that I very look highly upon. Seeing this uncle here today on Gadigal land, sharing his resilience as an elder from the top end, so please make him feel very welcome.
Yo! Thank you! Thank you for the people of Gadigal letting me be here and having my say. But it's not only for me and my community, it's for you. And we have lost, we have suffered so much that you and I, Yapa, we have how much more longer we have got to suffer. But as you know, we both know that we are, you know what, we are Darogo. We are Darogo. And we are feeling sorry for our people and sad about what they've done. So please, as strangle my grandson, my Jaja, has been strangled for just one thing, for a coke. Shame. For one coke. Just getting a one coke and just, you know, a life taken away. Lives that is taken away. So precious. My Jaja didn't serve to lose his life because of that one Coke. One Coca-Cola. I want to say to you that who are here today and being with us, being with me, and I want to say thank you so much for your time today as I speak and share with you. You know, the roughest time that we're having is Yapa people. When I say Yapa, it's you and I, Indigenous people. We are losing too much of our loved ones. Not only that, our land's been taken away. And our golds and minerals and gas that is so precious to our land, to our mother nature. You know, right now, I'm here. I stand with you from my community and my people. So many Yapa have been murdered. Have been taken away the lives of our people. Why today, you're wondering why we're having these difficult times in Alice Springs and Northern Territory. It's because also the government is not helping us. They are making our lives miserable, really miserable. And particularly taking our young lives away from our people, from our country. It's a shame. It's a shame of what they're doing. But nevertheless, we're going to stand firm and fight. I want to say thank you so much for each and every one of you today here, sharing and listening to what I got to tell you. Thank you so much. I'm going to sing you a song, and hope you get you all to clap your hands. You're gonna clap. Okay. This song is called Muruwari, meaning ceasefire. Ceasefire, no guns. In the Gomeroi. Let's say together. Carry. Carry. Again, carry. Carry. Jala. Jala. Mua. Mua. Carry. Carry. Thank you so much. You sound like a real Warlpiri woman and man. Law. We cannot stand there. We cannot deny that. Thank you. Thank you.
Always was, me.
Thank you so much, Uncle Ned. Everyone heard his name? If you're not following him on social media, I advise you to now. Understand this man has gone through the deaths of 2 grandsons. taken by the system. So are we going to be there and stand with Uncle Ned? Yeah, right. There's a lot of campaigning that goes behind taking on the system. So we're out there behind this uncle to make sure his grandsons will be the last deaths in custody taken in Alice Springs. Jordan. Yeah, you heard me? Okay, now we've got another little young deadly brother coming up, or nephew to my mob. But yeah, he's a local boy, local young lad, and he's coming to join us. So give your love and respects to him. He's from Budjiti, he's a Warlpiri's boy. Please make welcome Jordan to the mic. Go for it now.
Hello. Yeah, first off, I just want to thank brothers Paul and Patrick and Auntie Liz for including me to speak in front of everyone here today. And to thank Auntie Nadeena for welcoming us here on Gadigal country. Bulbanga Dunya, respects to Gadigal country. Naganura, Nayagangoli Jordan Ryan-Hennessy, Bijago Darabo Ba, Yuin and Gadigal, Kuringai, Waka Ba, Gomeroi Maringai. Kamaringai Tarolanga, Naba Maragoli Dalanai, Gadigal Guli Ngoranung, Nalamajang Nai. Hello everyone, my name is Jordan Ryan-Hennessy. I'm from Warlpiri out of Botany Bay. I'm a proud Bijigudaro and Yuin saltwater Kuri on my mother's side, and a proud freshwater and Waka and Gomeroi Murray on my father's side. Today, I want to share a little bit of my people's history. I want to connect and reflect with everyone on the history of January 26 and the ongoing effects colonisation has had and continues to have on First Nations people across this continent. But also to embrace the resilience and black excellence of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples. That is shown through our survival and our sheer existence. Our continued fight for freedom, justice, equality, equity, and our ongoing resistance against systematic racism in this colony that they call Australia. When the British invaded our shores in 1788 and established an illegal occupation, at first, my ancestors had accommodated them. We weren't violent, we weren't primitive, and we sure as hell weren't savages. It wasn't until the British had started committing mass atrocities towards our country and our people was when our ancestors had stood up and fought back. That was when our warrior, Gomeroi, a Budjiti man from Gomeroi, started an intifada, a resistance, where he gathered warriors from both the Darawal and Darug nations to resist against British invasion. And as did all Aboriginal peoples across this continent had done when their lands were invaded. And praise the ancestors for their bravery. They fought for our people, for our lands, and for us to be here today. The ancestors, they live on through us. As does our sovereignty to our ancestral lands that was never ceded. But just like our ancestors and elders that fought for us to be here today and to have the rights that we have now, it's important that our generation of resistance keeps the fire burning. And to make sure that every rally that is held all year round in solidarity for our people and other oppressed people are met with the same numbers that we have here today. It's important to remember the rights that we have today as First Nations people They weren't given to us by the government. They were fought for by our elders and our old people. Like when our people had the 1939 Day of Mourning protest here in Sydney at Australia Hall. Or with the Wave Hill or Kurramagunja walk-offs. The Aboriginal land rights movement, where our people took to the streets and protested for our recognition of us belonging to our land. Or when our TI brother, Eddie Mabo, took on the High Court Australia and won. Eliminating the legal fiction that Australia was terra nullius. These are the wins for us that were made possible by our elders and our old people. The government didn't just wake up one day and decide to give us these rights that we have now. They were fought for. And we owe it to them, and we owe it to ourselves to keep fighting and keep that same fire burning. The racist regime of Chris Minns and the New South Wales government, who are locking up our people at the highest numbers in the history of this state. Shame! 40% of the adult incarcerated population in New South Wales are Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. 60% of incarcerated youth in detention centres are First Nations children. And the Minns government are racially motivated to keep doing whatever it takes to lock our people up. These are just a few examples of the oppression that the government continues to put on our people. But it just goes to prove it's not in the best interests of the government to dismantle the racist systems that their ancestors created when they invaded us. It's up to us to stop that. The irony of Chris Minns using the weak excuse of the Bondi terror attack to try and silence protests in solidarity with First Nations people and our allies, other oppressed people. I send my love and condolences to the families of that terrible attack. But it's just as important that Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples get the same respect and recognition. Especially after all the massacres that we've endured and the deaths in custody that our people face today.
Go for it!
They put hate speech laws in place to apparently protect the Jewish community from anti-Semitism. Where are the laws that could be put in place to protect our people from anti-black racism?
Yeah! Go for it!
They've tried to silence us, the Minns government, yet he's given New South Wales Police more authority to try and stop our rallies, which creates more opportunities to try and brutalise us, lock us all up. This can also lead to more Aboriginal deaths in custody due to the racial prejudice that our people face in this country. They're trying to make out that we're the violent ones, when we're the ones that are they're the ones that are overseeing the continued genocide of our people and arming genocide against other peoples overseas, especially Palestinians in Gaza. The Minns government have invited Israeli war criminal Isaac Herzog, who's responsible for perpetrating the genocide in Gaza, against our Palestinian brothers and sisters. They've invited him to come to Australia. So we need to make sure that everyone that comes here today mobilises and gives him the welcome that he deserves on our shores. No war criminals on Aboriginal land. People like Chris Minns will encourage celebrations like Australia Day, where terrorists like Lachlan McCory are celebrated and commemorated. Lachlan McCory was the main perpetrator of the genocide of my old people here in Sydney. And they still have his statue up over there.
And they got the good one.
Take it down! 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 Take it down!
I just want to point out that more than ever, now more than ever, there has never been a time more necessary to take the streets and protest in solidarity with First Nations peoples and all oppressed peoples. Yeah, always was, always will be. Long live our resistance and long live the Intifada. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, Brother Jordan.
Thank you, Jordan.
Yay! Thank you, nephew. See? You know the only way to go forward is to go black. Right? As you see, look at my youth up there. Look at our elders. Understand white Australia had a black history, it also can have a fucking black future. My niece looking at me because I'm swearing. Damn. Sorry, Arnie. Not sorry.
Get the pepper for you, Arnie Liz.
Oh. Okay, next on the mic, I get to introduce a beautiful matriarchal sister. She'll hear me anyway. She's at the back. And yeah, again, the same rules. If you don't know this beautiful woman, you should. She's been on the front line since she's been born, before her creators, and for many, 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 many moons. And she's here again today with us to help ignite some fire in us, speak some truth, share some love, share some wisdom, and share the fire. Please put your hands together for the beautiful Linda June Koo.
All right, my people, 26th of January, what do we want? What do we want?
Land back!
When do we want it? Now. What do we want?
Land back!
When do we want it?
Now!
What have we got?
Fuck all!
What have we got?
Fuck all!
What do we want?
Land back!
When do we want it?
Now!
What have we got?
Fuck all! Yeah, I could say the F word, that's okay.
I'd like to start by acknowledging that we're on the unceded lands of the Gadigal people and pay my respects to their elders, both past and present, but more importantly, acknowledge their ancestors who fought here on the front line against the British invasion 251 years ago. And we must never forget the history of this country, because that's what the colony is trying to do. It's trying to erase the narrative of genocide that has been perpetuated in this country for 2 centuries. And we keep showing up every year to remind them we ain't fucking going nowhere. I stand here with my brother and his babies and my nephew because we represent a bloodline of warriors. We come from across the mountains, but we always stand in solidarity with the fellows along the beach line here. Wiradjuri are a proud people. We fought against invasions of our lands, and we continue to fight against every single symptom of this invasion. Whether it's deaths in custody, whether it's the forced removal of children, the mining and desecration of our lands, we will fight. And just if it's any indication about the young brother who just spoke, our young people are powerful. Our young people are fucking powerful. And you know what? They know it. They fear it. That's why the world is placing this chokehold around Indigenous people's throats. And it's happening to coloured people as well. And I'd like to say, fuck Australia, fuck Israel, and fuck Trump!
Fuck Israel!
My family have been fighting politically since the 1970s. They set up the Aboriginal Tent Embassy in 1972, and I'd like to pay my respects to my elders. And we lost a very staunch leader last year, my Uncle Porco. But he's laid the foundation for sovereignty in this country, so don't ever forget his name. Because he handed the baton over to Eddie Mabo, and that's where Terra Nullius was overturned. But Terra Nullius still persists. It persists in the minds of politicians, it persists in the structures
Just look around the colony today. This fucking building over here. You know what I mean? Like, terra nullius is here to erase us still. So that's why we have to keep pushing the agenda of sovereignty. And it's not enough to just acknowledge that sovereignty has never been ceded. You have to do your homework and recognise what it actually means. It means we are surviving a war.
Yes.
An undeclared war. They have occupied our country by force, and they retain that occupation through their police force. Every single time our people rise up, there's a lack of political will to actually steer any real change for our mob, because the major parties in this country are in the purse of billionaires.
Yep.
They do not represent your interests. They do not represent the interests of the people, let alone your children. So the best way to hurt them is to continue to mobilise, continue to bring your friends. We outnumber police in this country. We outnumber them. We outnumber them. The power to the people, the consciousness of the people has to continue to uprise. We will beat them. We will overturn this government. That day of reckoning is coming.
Yes.
But we must unite. We must bring every single movement in this country together. That's the only way we are going to win. And it has to be black follower led. Because we have been keeping that front line for 250 years. And there can't be any justice unless there's black follower justice. And if we want to talk solutions, the number one priority has to be our land back. Give us our fucking land back. Yep. We ain't get no negotiation unless there's land repatriation. Because we are tied to this country. We do not exist unless we are connected with our land. That set the colonialism people. They erase the people in order to contain the land. They are hoarders. They want to hoard all the natural resources, all the minerals, to feed their fucking greed. I don't usually swear when I talk, but it's my father coming out of me right now. I'm going to end by saying every single one of our movements, resistance movements for 2 centuries, has been driven by one thing, and that's love.
Yes.
Love and respect.
Yes. Yes.
We mobilise, we activate, we resist from a place of Muruwari. In my language, it means Muruwari, Yindamara. That is the foundation of our law. Because we are in relationship with every single living thing. Relationship of not only human beings, but more than human beings. The plant life, the animals, the sky country, and what's below the surface. We must remember that foundation in every single time we come out and protest our whys. And it's grounded in love and respect for humanity and for the planet.
Keep going, keep going.
And you know, it's just really a telling of the times that they've released these anti-hate laws, but the biggest party with the hate, symptom in this country is being dismantled. They are bringing themselves undone. The coalition is bringing itself undone. But we have to be prepared, because when we battle, we have to strategize, because we're going to see the uprising of one nation. And we need to be able to meet them at the table in every single step of the way. In fact, we need to be 3 steps forward. And that's why we need to mobilise and bring the people together to face Pauline and her yuppies head on.
Thank you.
So I encourage our young mob to get more politically active, because this game is politics.
Yes.
We can't beat them in their courts.
Yes.
Because they occupy our country by force illegally. They've set themselves up so they can't be dismantled, and they can't tear apart their own jurisdiction. So we need to do this politically, which means people power.
Yes.
Continue to build, continue to mobilise,
Yes.
build our movements.
Yeah.
And what I actually want to see in the next 5 to 10 years is a new coalition.
Yes.
A coalition of the oppressed. a coalition of humanity, a coalition of love and respect, a coalition which represents all of us, every single one of us, and not just that 100 years down the track, our babies, our future generations are going to really enjoy the wealth of that coalition. We plant the seeds today, we water them, and then they enjoy the fruits of that. All right, my people, let's take back the streets. Manango.
Alright, next on the mic, you gotta know this one. If you don't, you've been deaf and blind for too long. Now, this deadly matriarchal woman gonna get on the mic here. She's gonna inspire some more fire for you, mob, some more wisdom, and yeah, pay attention, because she'll make sure you do. Give it up, please, for the only one and only Gwenda Stanley. Yama! I got a message for Pauline. Fuck off!
The red dog.
We don't want Gina. You can take your Auntie Gina with you. And your tramp. It's Australia clean-up on the 1st of March, so let's get rid of Pauline! I'm a proud Gomeroi woman. I've been on the front line for the last 13 years, practically all my life. We are the survivors of the massacres. We are the survivors that they couldn't kill. They didn't advance Australia fair because we are still living on missions and reserves today without restitution. They talked about reconciliation. Let's start talking restitution. It's about land rights in this country. Unfortunately, we don't have land rights, but everyone else can come in this country and benefit from it except us. And this is because of the colonial white oppression that has continually tried and oppressed us. Sovereignty was never ceded, and we will continue to keep that fire burning. As we mentioned, we need a coalition of all new Australians, because if it wasn't for immigrants, Australia would have perished. So we are asking all of you to stand with us. Stand with us every other day as well. The Aboriginal Tent Embassy is 54 years old. It is the longest continuous political fight for sovereignty in this country. And as Wiradjuri has mentioned, it was these families that started it, and Billy Craigie and Lynn Craigie from Muruwari say, yeah, it's a Maori top camp or everything. You know, we were born into this movement. We didn't ask for this, but someone decided to give us a mic. So don't just stand with us today, stand with us every day, and fuck Pauline Hanson. We are not going anywhere. We are here to remain. We cannot be citizens of our own country. Where are you going to deport me? Back to Muruwari? You know, wake up. It's about time Australia has this wake-up call, and 2026 is this year, people. This is the year of reckoning. This is the year of the warriors. And this is a reminder that we are going nowhere. I would like to invite my beautiful sister, Eileen Murray. You want to talk deaths in custody? We're not talking about a royal commission with lip service. We are demanding justice. Because for 45 years, we have had no justice.
Yeah, I'm Eileen Murray. I'm the youngest of Arthur and Leela. Eddie's my oldest brother. I was only 8 years of age when the police took my brother away from me and my family. And we are still here, and we're going to still here, and we're going to stand, and we're going to keep on fighting. You know? My mum and dad did not march on this ground, and since I was 8 and going into my oldest age, I marched along with my parents and all the supporters. And they fought, and they fought, and they didn't give a fuck about the coppers or any other person. And today, we're not going to stop. We want justice, and we want it now. We've waited too fucking long. Look all the investigations, the Royal Commission, all that. If it wasn't for my mum and dad, my king and queen, the ones that started this. But these grudges still get away and still murder our people. As my dad said, How many times do we have to ask and ask and ask the question? And we're still asking the fucking question today! Eddie's country. You know, this is Eddie's country. This shouldn't be called fucking Australia. The government took my brother's life, the police. They fucked my family up! But we're not going nowhere. We're here.
Yes.
And I've got more behind me. I come with the army. And this is my story today. This is our story. The Murray family story. The recommendations into Aboriginal deaths and custody wouldn't have been there if it wasn't for Arthur and Neil and Murray. Keep on fighting and fighting. And I've had enough. I'm ready to fight and I'm ready to stand staunch with my parents and with my family. Thank you. Say my parents' name, Arthur and Neil and Murray. Eddie's country. Fuck Australia. This is a murdering poxy's town, country I ever seen.
Yeah.
Always was, always will be. Always was, always will be.
Okay. Thank you, Sister Gwenda. Thank you, Sister. As you see, you know, last year we had the record highest deaths in custody listed since the Royal Commission. So when this government tell us to get over it, what the fuck are we getting over? They're still killing our people. They're still stealing our children. They're still fucking taking away land, water, sacred sites. So when they say get over it, go get the fuck over your mother. Yeah, use English very well. All right, next to the microphone. Yeah, your turn. Yes.
Go for it,
Wait.
Always was, always will be. Always was, always will be. Always was, always will be.
Take a look at this banner. How many missing men in Western Australia?
Yeah.
We stand with our brothers and sisters. I stood with the mother of Wesley Lockyer. These men are missing. They did not just go walkabout. We need your help. There is a $500,000 reward. We need answers for these people. We are in solidarity with the over in the Western Districts of the Pilbara region. Take a look at their faces, people, because we have mothers, grandmothers and family mourning over there, and yet they cannot get any help. Where are these missing men? Where are they? We, the Western Australia mob, they need your help. They need you to be that voice for them. So get on your social medias and start learning the story about these peoples and reach out to their mob over in Western Australia because they need our help. So take a look. These are the families that need help. You know, on behalf of Joanne Taylor, the mother of Wesley, she sends her regards here today from her families, and she apologised she couldn't be here. But hopefully she will be here soon to talk about the many missing men over in the Dampier region. So people, take a look at these faces. Help find Wesley Lockyer. Bring them all home, because these are our sons, these are our brothers, these are our nephews, these are our grandsons. They are the backbone to our community and our families. We have many missing Aboriginal men and women right across this country, but unfortunately, someone wants to keep sweeping it under the mat. And it's platforms like this where we give that opportunity for those families and those voices that cannot be heard. So stand with Western Australia, stand with the families, and give a big shout out to all the mob over in Western Australia to let them know that you have heard them.
See? And they ask us why we're here today. They ask us why we're here. They call us the divisionaries. Have a look and listen why we're here today. We're here to talk truth. Truth to power. Power to people. You know what? The truth might hurt. But guess what else the truth fucking does? It heals.
Yep.
So until we're welcome to sit in our truth, we're always going to be in pain. And we're always going to be in the fucking streets demanding a better right to life. And if you don't like it, start fucking telling the truth. It's pretty easy. You teach your kids not to lie. And yet you let them go out there and celebrate Australia Day.
Yes.
Fucking teaching your children to lie to themselves.
Yes.
Yeah. Next on the mic, my beautiful nephew here. You know, today wouldn't have been possible, really, without the strength and fight of this young man standing right here behind me. Yeah. He brought you out here a week ago, and we thank each and every one of you that stood with my nephew that day and stood defiant against these state killer cops and told them we will be back and we will march.
We will back.
And now, here we are.
Here we
So
go.
give it up for the beautiful ever, Paul Silva.
Go for it, Paul.
Thank you, everyone. My name's Paul Silva. I've been a long-time advocate for Indigenous issues, fighting for deafs in custody, fighting for my ancestors for almost the past 10 years. I work tirelessly on days like today to abolish the date and abolish the fucking state. We stand here on Invasion Day to ensure that our voices are heard. We stand here to demand real accountability, real justice, and real change for Aboriginal people.
Yes.
238 years since invasion, yet we were here before the ships, before the guns and smoke, before the names of the lands were forced upon your throats. We are the original people, humans from the first light, from the first song lines that taught us how the sun to rise, and the rivers how to remember. They came with their change disguised as law. They came with their change described as law, with violence rammed as settlements, with boundaries drawn in the blood of our ancestors. They continue to try to tear our lands down, digging up our country for profit every year, poisoning our rivers, burning our forests, destructing sacred sites, and they still try to say that they care about a nation.
Shame.
They call it development, we call it destruction. They try to erase our culture, climatise our survival, mock our ceremonies, while stealing our art and making profit. They act like they are us because they can't be us. They have an identity crisis. They steal our children again and again through systems that wear new names. Over 238 years I've seen it, plain as day. They kill our kids, our people, through prisons, through police, through neglect, through deaths in custody with no justice, through policies that decides our lives are disposable when they're not. We were hunted, stolen, imprisoned, told we're less than humans on lands that is ours. And that's why we stand today, resisting 237 years later. And yet, we still stand on our sacred land. Yes, over-policed and constantly oppressed, but still unbroken. Carrying culture older than their fucking empire. Stronger than their prisons, louder than their fucking lies for 238 years. They tried to erase us, they tried to bury us, but they didn't know that we were the seeds of this country. So to the nation that celebrates invasion, that builds comfort on graves and calls it pride, fuck you Australia, we're still here, we're still resisting, still breathing, still thriving, and still fucking rising. And to those that march with those dusty blue fucking rags around the corner, just know that you are celebrating genocide, you are celebrating murder and rape of children. Shame! But still we have resisted. 238 years later. 238 years of stolen land, stolen voices, stolen children, but we are still here. We are still resisting. They tried to erase us, but we are still thriving in a country that always was and always will be Aboriginal land.
All right, we're going to get ready soon to start marching, but I'd like to ask everyone to move apart here. Any elderly or vulnerable that cannot march that far, we have a bus up the end here, so please make your way through here and up to the bus so you can join the march and not miss out. We have a bus up here run by Brother Les, big white bus at the end. Go past the Gungies and you'll find him. But yeah, any elderly, and then, yeah, brother, you're next. Elderly, vulnerable, please make your way up there to the bus. Brother Les sitting up there waiting for us. Yep, you are. Thank you, brother. Okay, next, we get some more dancing in Song of Country. I introduce the brother, bring her up country for us.
Yama, everyone. I would like to thank everyone for coming today. It's a day that we celebrate our culture, our history. It's about our songline, it's about our language. It's about the culture of the First Nation people that have been here for over 80,000 years. We're going to do a little dance and then we'll move on to the march. But look, I'd like to thank and say those people out there that are fighting for the land, that are fighting for our animals, that are fighting for our totems. We are here, we've got to stand up for who we are. I've carried a shield. We need now to build a shield that'll protect all of us. We need to build a shield around our women, around our men, and around our children. Let us build a shield that is impenetrable, that nothing will penetrate it. This is a dance called Naliwa.
Thank you, Brother Bruce. Again, a call out for any elderly or vulnerable. Please make your way to the bus. If you have your own ride or something, or anybody else has a van, you see a vulnerable person beside you, offer them a lift. Okay, now we're going to end the part of the rally with a special bit of quiet space. Anybody know the name Kobie Dee? Yeah! Wait a minute, do we know Kobie Dee? I thought so. I hope so. All right, my nephew, over to you.
Come on.
Yama, can you hear me? I go by the name of Kobie Dee. I'm a proud Gomeroi Waddy man. I've just been asked to jump up and do this song. Thank you. This song is about the strength and the resilience of our people. This song is about our people still being here and still standing strong. No matter how hard they tried to wipe us out, we are still here and we are still thriving. This song is a song I wrote when I was about 18 years old. And this song for me, when I think of my 18-year-old self, come from a lot of pain and come from a lot of anger. And it's that pain and that anger that we still feel today. And when I think of this song, and I think of the young people that are still here, still feeling that same pain and still feeling that same anger, that breaks my heart. But that's why I told this story. And I've started doing this song without the beat because I want people to hear my voice and I want people to hear my words, because this has always been our way to get our voice heard. We've never had no voice in this country. This is our way, this is how I get my message across, and this is how I've always been heard. So this song is called Still Standing Strong. Could you imagine being taken as a kid, stolen from your mother by the hands of a pig, being placed in a home when no love was ever shown in your heart, you no longer want to live? You used to dream big, now your world's come crumbling down. Ain't no mother, ain't no father, or no family around. Just a sea of black faces with tears in their eyes who were being fed lies that their mothers all died. Just imagine, in a place you can't escape and you just seen the boys slept across you get raped. Yeah, that's harsh and surreal, but believe me, this is real. You will never understand the pain my people now feel, so you just hate and criticize, blind to the truth. It's in the past is your only excuse, so you don't want to believe that my people still grieve. In our heart there's a pain that ain't never gonna leave. We were taken, and they said it's for the best as they ripped that black baby from a screaming mother's chest. Let her deal with the stress. She's down and depressed as she watched all the rest get beat up and oppressed. Such a shame that our people still see this now. Our kids are taken by the system. How are we supposed to come together and make it through the weather? Forget about our past, but we can't see the future's better, so this makes me sick. January 26th is the day you have your Barbies and you all get pissed, but let me tell you how it is for my people. See, it's the day that we survived all evil and still standing strong. You see, we fight for our voice. We fight to be heard. I fight for my right to express these words. No recognition for the oldest culture living on earth. It said they'd rather see me drunk on a curb, but no, we still push through. Like really what they teaching in school made it seem like we were savages, no morals or rules. We had villages and doctors and man-made tools. Without our help, they would have looked like fools, so you have no idea. See, Philip could have died by that spear for trying to take away a culture that was already here. Raped our women, took our children, all the feel us we fear. Just know that pain we feel is all still here and don't expect it to leave until you see our need to grieve for the ones that fell before us so the next could breathe. For our people who still die because of your disease, it's not as easy as your eyes deceive. We've got to be that change. Fight to see our culture remain. Uncle Charlie, Uncle Chica, for through all of that pain you see. Our classrooms are empty, our jails are full. My cousin copped 10 years while yours graduated school. It's a pity. I see it in my city. They wonder why my generation's walking around shitty full of unhealed wounds. Trauma that was passed with a spoon. They fed us lies and told us shoot for the moon, but no, we still stand strong. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
She said it's going to be half an hour for traffic management, so we're going to put some music on. We'll go for a walk. Because that was the liaison officer who came in just then, Aboriginal liaison officer, with her to talk to her and say that. So yeah, that's the story. There's a half an hour wait now. Yeah, from here. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to pause and we'll get back to it. Right, they're trying to kick this thing off. It gave me a chance to go for a pee, so I'm reasonably happy about the delay. But the cops, the traffic management, there's the traffic management, that bloke there, he's trying to manage it. And now you got the chopper coming in hot. You can hear it, I don't know where it is, but it's all, you know, they say it's always about traffic management, but the reality of it. Anyway, it is what it is. So they're trying, I think they're trying to get these last few through. No, the traffic management guy here, there's two of them now. And then they're going to start pumping out the marches, but it's going to take a minute or two longer. So yeah, it kind of mucks up my plans of getting to the two protests, you know, in a timely manner today, but we'll see how we go. So the cops are all in position up here now. I'd say everyone is backed up in through the park now. I just went over to DJ's to use their facilities. And then that's Paul Silva just, you know, leading some chance to kick it off. But it looks like maybe they're going to go the other way, huh? All the cop cars are facing in the easterly direction, so they're probably going to go, I guess, the other side of the park. Might have missed it. Maybe they're off and running already. I thought after around too long they didn't make it. But yeah, the cops are being redeployed up here now. It's a big crowd. It's hard to say how many, but it's a very big crowd. You know, it's probably equal to some of the earlier Palestinian rallies before the numbers dropped off. Some chickens having a feed. Yeah, so these guys, the traffic management guys, I don't know, I guess they're coming around to pick up the railings afterwards. Maybe all these cars are ready to do a Yui when they're ready to turn and go that way still. I have no idea. I have no bloody idea. Anyway, my chit-chats are break the monotony or make it worse, one or the other. Where's that chopper? You can hear the bloody thing. It's always it's frustrating when they do it when the speakers are on, but I guess during the, you know, traffic management purposes, they got to have it running. All the cops are all looking for the bloody thing. Yeah, I guess they're going this way. I don't know, but they do start here. I mean, they normally start here. There's one of the oh yeah, there's the chopper. It's very low actually. Definitely the popos, not the media. The media is set up, some media is set up over there. The others are set up in here, waiting. There's a lot guarding the statue, or they're just standing around it. I don't know if they're guarding it. But, is that Lachlan Macquarie? Because they were saying something about it earlier. Okay, looks like it's about to kick off. There's someone in rollerblades here. Yeah, annoying. Alright, let's get to the front and we'll have a look. Alright, let's have a little close look in here now. The general sort of non-mainstream media people are here, plus the mainstream media. He's getting the wave on. The cops are giving them the wave. They're getting the wave. You've got your reporters are here. Don't know where she's from, but she's one of them. That's the guy in the centre of the screen is the guy in charge, Paul Silva. Better get out of the way before I get barreled over. They're on the move quick now. Maybe the rollerblade lady's going to lead the way. Cops are coming out. Oh, it is going to go this way. I am wrong. It is going to go that way. So there you go. Maybe they didn't quite know how to get the traffic management fixed up for that. I don't know if it makes sense to go this way, or it does, or it doesn't, or I'm really not sure, but they're doing it anyway. He's the bouncer, he's the protection for, looks like maybe, it's usually SBS, but she's NITV, this lady. Is he actually going to come around? Is he going to try and come around here? Oh, there. He's got a taxi coming one way and a car going the other.
Anyone that's got a flag, got a sign.
What the fuck's going on? Anyway, let's make our way to the front ourselves and have a little look. just trying to point out to the cop that there's shit that's going on, and he tells me to keep moving. Yeah, they're very antsy. They are antsy. They're not as bad as they were the week before because it is a planned march, so they have a they have more of a system in place. So his little earpiece isn't in, the big copper. All right, off again. So we're coming down here. I think you call this coming into College Street. There's he's a liaison between the Palestinians. What's his name? Not Mahatma, Gandhi. His name is. Oh, that's how I remember his name. All right. So I'm going to miss my overhead shot today unless I get ahead and find somewhere, but I don't really know where to get it from. And yeah, the police choppers right there, very close. Coming down now. This is St Mary's Cathedral, so they're going to come around and bank around here, and I think go all the way down to Belmore Park. And the March for Australia protesters are on. There's kind of a natural bridge between the two, which is the railway. Oh, here we go. I've kept walking and they've all stopped. Yeah, that's pretty frustrating, that bloody thing. It's very low today. But yeah, Chris Minns has got everyone on tenterhooks, I think. You know, and they're all very obedient about not marching. So they were about to march, and then the police liaison lady comes in, and then they say, "We've got to wait half an hour," and they all wait. And it's been about 25 minutes. I'd say getting close to half an hour. Now they're just standing again. So I don't know if there's something happening, or they're being told to wait, or they're just trying to get people out. I don't know. Something's going on, but we shall see. I'm sure it'll kick off in a minute. It'll start moving soon. The police liaison officer is in the front there, so quite know what they're doing. There's a media scrum coming in, and they're off again. No, they're not. I think it's just she's telling people to. I don't know what she's saying to everyone. Someone's doing something. Oh yeah, so I think you got to keep to the grandma's speed. It's going to be a slow march. They did say to have a van for people somewhere on a bit further where they can change over to a van, or they can start in a van for the ones that aren't capable of the walk. There's a lot of people filming today. It's quite a media and independent media scrum going on. I think there's pretty much everyone. I think she's in the middle there. I think she's ABC. I don't really know them all. I see them at the courts, and I see them here and there, and others are just AAP, the independent ones, who just make some coin out of filming these things. So there's still people inside the park as everyone else has come out and gone around, and they're coming down the hill here, so past St Mary's. I'm not sure what this sign says. It's going to say about the road closure, I guess. Does it say anything? Or it does say something, but I can't read it. Yeah, so there's a massive crowd still leaving over there, so you can see. Doesn't really look like anyone's left, but a lot have. So there must have been a lot of people. You see all the Greens flags there. So I might go ahead and get a high spot down here, a bit ahead, and we'll get the stretch of them coming along. You've got the police horses here who are set up. Look, where are they? Here. They're set up, ready to go. 2, 4, 6. They only have 6. They had bloody 12 the other day. A bit of overkill. Anyway, we'll get ahead. There's a guy doing a bit of a live cross here. I don't know if he's who he is, but he's got he's chit-chatting. So what I've done is I'm going to go down past, this is the aquatic centre. We're going past St Mary's, and I'll try and get a little bit further till we get a good opportunity to jump up on one of these little bollards if I'm able. Well, there's a tall one down there. Look at that, look at the next one. It's a big one. Let's aim for that one, eh? We'll get a good shot right down the guts. I'm in front of the whole crew right now. These guys probably eyeing it off too, but we're going to get there first. So, oh, there's some bloke there. Damn you, mate. That's my bloody spot. All right, I'm going to take it anyway. All right, let's go. Idea now of the numbers when, again, some haven't left the park yet. So that's, you know, thousands and thousands. We've got to keep in front or we'll have a bit of trouble. I think like a whole DJ system. I think they have that everywhere.
Always was, always will be. Always was, always will be. Always was, always will be. Aboriginal land. Always was, always will.
There's a different group over here at the car. It's out on the way in. They're at the Captain Cook statue. They got their Aussie flags, and then I think it's probably not going to go down too well with the group, but I think they'll just keep going. I don't know, but you never know. Something might get said. They are having a traditional sort of traditional dress under the Captain Cook statue. That's all I knew anyway. All right, they're stopping. They're saying stop, stop, stop. Not sure why. Oh, they're talking about Captain Cook. They're giving the royal salute to Captain Cook, they said.
Always was, always will be. Always was, always will be.
I don't think they can quite see the Australian flags in there. It's just a quick stop to salute Cook. It'll probably give you more of an indication as to the number of people you can see down more. She's saying don't ruin some brother, keep moving, telling Paul keep moving. So it's just that's yeah. Anyway, that was pretty quick. She kept them on the hop. Probably get another better shot up ahead again if I can make it. Looking down the whole, then you get a little bit more down the whole street. Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'll go ahead. Alright, so we're heading along the side of Hyde Park here, heading up to Oxford Street, which is just up there at the end of the line. They haven't organised the traffic too well because it's such a lot of people. They can take up, you can see they take up the whole road. They're just trying to get these last few out of the way. Don't know if they've underestimated the numbers or, but when you look down the line now, there's a hell of a lot of people. There's probably still people who haven't come out of Hyde Park yet, so there's still people going. So want to get rid of these guys if they can. I might give them another stop off, I don't know. Straight down the guts there, look at that. He just said Hyde Park is still full and people are still leaving. Alright, I've reached the corner of Oxford Street and Liverpool Street and College Street, and I think, I don't know, it becomes a new street too, so it's kind of a four street corner. And it looks like they're going to do a turn here. Whoa, there goes my hat. Do a turn here and head down to, yeah, it's very glowy, as you can probably hear in the speaker. Yeah, so they're going to do a Yui here and head down. So we'll get in front. This will be our last option of a pretty much a straight down line. So let's try for a two. Exactly, Silva. There you go. So it's corner of College and Oxford. And they'll do a turn here into Liverpool, and there will be a shitload of traffic every single direction right now, like an absolute shitload. That's Oxford Street all the way to probably to Bondi Junction. That's down to Central all the way to wherever. These ones down here, I don't know. It's just it'll be blocked because it's going to take so long. And I reckon I'll get a good shot.
Hello. Always what the fuck is the car door parked in the middle of it? Always was, always will be.
What's happened here?
Pull it up.
Hold on.
So you've got the guys here, they're just kind of laughing, not knowing what's going on in the traffic control of the mobile. Looks like they're coming to a stop. They're stopping again here. Not sure why, but they're stopping again. Oh, Grace Jones is coming to town. She must be a bloody age. She'll be in her 80s, surely. Sign there, the Blak Caucus, that's the group that runs it. The signs, what are they? Cook was a pioneer, crossed off colonising country. Obviously, with a head, something that
Always was, always will be. Always was, always will be.
Palestinian types that are at all the other Palestinian ones, like this guy, he's got his triple flag. Cops are too full on. They're around a bit, but they're not like too in the face of everyone. All right, let's get to the front again. It's about to get an elevated position, but it's blocked off. Guess it's a cafe for the daytime. So it looks like they're coming down now to the corner of Liverpool and Elizabeth Street, where I think they're going to they'll hang a left here, or maybe they'll go straight. Possibly, yeah, it looks like they're hanging a left. Blowing around everywhere. Yeah, so it's a turn here again. So this is Elizabeth and Liverpool. So, I think just quicker to come down here, but anyway, they got more distance. By looking at the new Wiradjuri Dolben. So it's a bit of a zigzag route they're taking. That's Shillingsworth Junior in the centre there. Fox on the run a little bit, just to keep up, I think. I don't think there's any dramas. They're just running to keep up. There's there. Very famous from the Palestine rally. It's like a lot of the media have either dropped off or gone ahead, or I don't know what's happening.
Anyone know what's
I remember now, they have a rooftop bar up in this pub. That's where we're going. I don't know about the jiggling, but yeah, you can get up on that, up there on that, directly in the centre there, on the roof. We'll give it a go. There's a back, there's even a discreet rear entry or side entry. We'll try that, and then there's a lift. We might be able to film the whole experience. There's no one else. It doesn't look like there's anyone up there. They don't always open it, so it might not even be open up there. Oh, fuck, there's not the door now. Sons of bitches used to be able to come and go from there. Anyway, all right, I'll pause. That was an interesting little, got the light on too. Interesting little chat with a guy. And then the bouncer, I said, oh, can I go upstairs to the rooftop to film? And he goes, oh, I'd rather you didn't. And I said, oh, okay, what about I go for a beer? And he goes, oh, yeah, that's okay. And then he said he doesn't want a whole bunch of people coming in, to use the facilities, I guess. Jeez, I think I'm making a good call, and then it's a bad call because now they're having a sit down. Have their sit down here, so I'll go back down. Maybe we might go up to the car park instead. Can we get out of here? Yeah. All right. It's pretty unmanned bar up here. Could have just poured myself a beer. All right. No one's been in since. Oh, just me. How do we go? Zero or what the fuck's it say? Restaurant, sports bar, public bar. That's nice. Jeez, it's a big place. All right. So yeah, here we go. After here, depending on the time, we'll head to, after the time we'll head over to the March for Australia and see how that's coming along. So that little meeting up at Hyde Park, at the other end of Hyde Park, didn't seem to cause too much trouble other than all right, we're out. Okay, let's go and see what they're saying for the sit down. It's a funny place for a sit down where it's not the most ideal. Oh, but they have blocked off the road here, so it's a planned event.
They've been talking about things like the voice of Parliament.
That call on
They can talk about treaties. They can say whatever lynch officers they want. But the demands from our people and from our communities have been the same. And it's land back.
Something or other.
What do we want? What do we want? When do we want it? When do we want it? It was just the other day in Wiradjuri country that two black fellas, two matriarchs, were murdered. And that is the two murders that were reported upon. Let's talk about the black women, the black mothers and children that are going missing and being killed and it's not being reported upon. Let's talk about companies like Santos on Gomeroi country this colony and this government doesn't know. We have leaders like Chris Mans and Anthony Albanese who would rather rub shoulders with war criminals who aren't only funding the war in this country on black fellas, but the war on Indigenous people all across the world. January 26th is not a debate about changing the date. It's not a conversation about what day the celebration of a massacre should be celebrated upon. It's not a date that is worth any celebration. You can list 365 days of the year and they'll say fuck it to all of them. Because there is no day in this colony that's worth celebrating while black fellas are being murdered. Woo! So if this is your first Invasion Day rally, toss that in the trash. Because what we're saying is abolish the date, abolish the settler state, and abolish Australia as a whole. We can't talk about liberation and justice in the context of a colony that is still breathing. We can't talk about it or imagine a freedom for ourselves and our children when the colony is still thriving. When we get our land back, and when we have what my Auntie Linda said, a coalition of black fellas and people who are wanting to be liberated, leading this country, that's when I'll celebrate.
Woo! Let's go!
I'm going to give to Gwenda Stanley now, who's going to talk about my other Auntie Jenny Monroe, who you should know the name of. You should know every syllable of her name and that family if you're walking these streets. I'll end in a chant. Sovereignty!
Never seen it!
Sovereignty!
Never seen it!
I need to see everyone's mouths going. Sovereignty!
Never seen it!
Sovereignty!
Never seen it!
Sovereignty!
Never seen it!
Sovereignty!
Never seen it!
We talk about the great matriarchs of this country. One of those is Jenny Monroe. And it was thanks to Auntie Jenny Monroe that they bought this place back. She also wanted to buy a pub, but they wouldn't buy it. She wanted to get everyone else fucking drunk, not us. But we got to give homage to Auntie Jenny Monroe, the woman that fought, and alongside the other one, Genevieve, or whatever her name, sorry, my mistake. But it was thanks to her that Australia all is owned by the Metro Land Council on behalf that Auntie Jenny, Tony McAvoy and the others that fought for. The history
Give it up to
needs to be
matriarch.
told. And the history of this country is derived from the black matriarchs of this country. Let's not forget those that marched before us.
Give it up! Okay, we know what we're here for. We've always been here. We never ever left. We never left. We never stopped working. We never ever. We know this system better than anybody that comes from wherever they are in this country. In our country, our law, L-O-R-E. There you see it, L-O-R-E, not L-A-W. That's why the W upside down, and they don't even fucking know what the fuck it is. We know our law, always did. Our elders fought for this country. That's why we are here today. We are going to make a change in this country no one will ever fucking see. You wait. The wave is coming. A lot of our elders to the young are working hard in this country for over many years. Longer than you ever been in this fucking country. From the day you come here. So just remember that. Me as a young stolen generation descendant of this country within New South Wales, I speak on behalf of my elders that had their rights ripped away. Their home rights as Indigenous We're so twisted. So fucking twisted. But anyway, we're not gonna go anywhere. We never ever did. Whether or not it's in Sydney, Western Australia, all the states within this country. Think about our people in the communities. So today I say that we are going to stand proud for wherever we come from in this country. As one, even with the allies, we print today. Let's go. Let our voices be heard loud and clear. Once and for all, we've had enough of this nonsense bullshit. Let's fucking go.
Listen, Paul Silva's been an advocate for Australian custody for a long, long time. Let's stand together and say our family's name. Eddie Murray, say his name. Louder, louder. Eddie Murray, say his name. TJ Hickey, say his name. TJ Hickey, say his name. Stanley Russell, say his name. Stanley Russell, say his name.
Stanley Russell, say his name.
David Dungay, 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 say his name.
Listen, we always start, pray, you know, all the cultures that we are. Over the back is the rivers, the Georges River. Leads to the Nepean River, to the Hawkesbury River. Pemulwuy, our greatest warrior, they fought against the resistance. We put our handprints and our footprints into this land and we pay our respects. When the ships come through Botany Bay, they said this place was terra nullius. Our mobs already had the smoke and signals all the way up to the north, heading to the north. Everyone say Bunjalung! Louder, Bunjalung! Kambengi! The Dungari! The Biripi! The Awabiko! The Warramai! The Wanarua! The Darkinjung! The 29 clans of the Eora Nation, the Gadigal! The Budjiti! The Wongo! The Gomeroi! We pay our respects to the Darwin, the Darrick, the Gulangara. We'll head down south to the Yuin, the Wadi, the Wandian. We pay our respects to the west, which is the Ngunnawal, the Wiradjuri, the Kamilaroi, the Waywin, and as far as Yora. Always was, always will be. Always was, always will be.
Thank you. Hey. Now wait there, you mob. Hey, yeah. Brother, we're going to do some more dancing song for us or what? Come this way, please. Anybody feel like joining in? This is what today dance. Let's go. Come on, Lyons, let's go. Come on. All the dancers, let's go. That's it. Way back. Make a circle. Make a circle, you bro. Come on, get in there and dance.
Everyone clap. Let's go. Everyone clap for them all.
Now, here you go. All right.
So the cops have now cleared off the road down here. I'm going to go up to the top there. Yeah, there's other camera crews there already, but that's where we're aiming for. Let's go up there. Just up here. There's a little bit of media here, but I'll jump right up on the edge here. Hopefully it'll hold. Down there telling him to stop and then go again. That's all right up at the end there. And I don't know how far back to go after that, but the stop off would have gathered everyone closer. Gone now. I hope the helicopter's on. I'm not going to catch shit later for this standing here, but anyway. So I'm going to film a little bit longer here, and then I will head off to the next rally while they continue on their way to the Victoria Park. Greens, I think they were trying to be the last, so maybe that is the end of the group. That's where I was before, where I made my bad call about going on the rooftop there at that pub. Yeah, we're here now in this much better spot. Completely forgot about it. So the cops are kind of between the two protests, I guess, at the moment. I'm having a feeling that this will be larger. This will definitely be larger than the people just come up here for a chill and a drink, I guess, and a smoke for a little of the doors. No end in sight, it's still coming. Alright, I might go down to the other end of the car park. I won't be able to see the end, so we'll stay here. When we see the police horses, we'll head off. Still going. Yeah, there's the end, because there's a lot of cops, and then I can see the police horses sticking their heads around the corner. So that's a good size, that's a good number. It's very hard to gauge, of course, but that's a very good size protest. And it's different from the previous years because they're running it here instead of at, at Belmore Park, which is just, Belmore Park is just here down the road, which they're getting to now. So I guess we've done what we wanted to do and filmed to the end. A little bit more of the very, very last stragglers at the end there. We might go down the other end of the car park, and then we might head over to the other protest. There's an ambo at the back there, and close to the train line. But the train line is is what they're using. That's what the cops are using to separate the two groups, the train line, so nobody one lot's on one side and the other lot's on the other, and I'm assuming that's why they've organised it, that they have the March Australia at Prince Alfred Park, and this one, it's normally at Belmore Park. It's been moved to Hyde Park, so I don't really know why, but I can only assume. Lift, that sounds better than the stairs. That might bring us out into a bit of a no man's land. If we want to go that way, we'll get to the end here and have a look. All right, I'll stop chit-chatting. We might just film the police eye in the sky for a minute, and we're done. Okay, they've blocked off the end of where you used to be able to get to the big bloody fence here now, so I'm not gonna risk going around the edge. But so this is the corner of something and something street. So they will now keep continuing straight until they get to Belmore Park, then turn. So I will take my chance to go down here, cross while there's a gap, and head to the other one. So that's it for the moment. Might film down the bottom. All right, back in the lift again. When I just need to set it up so that the bloody light doesn't shine when I turn on. But if I look at the light, I guess I'm looking at the camera. These are on the takes hitting the floor. We'll get down to the ground and then we'll see how we get out of here. If the light doesn't just automatically turn off or it stays on, that's stupid. So this will bring us out to now to Gomeroi. I'm not sure what the name of the street is. Oh, you can cut across down here. We'll see how we go. Oh, I made a bad call. They're continuing on still from this is. Oh yeah, they'll turn at Eddie. I do apologise. They'll turn at Eddie Avenue, the next one. Normally they leave down here and they go from this park, Belmore Park, but they're going to go to the other side of Belmore Park and then head from there. So I'll try and negotiate a crossing, which doesn't look too hard. It's not overly packed. I assume they're going to turn. If they don't turn, there'll be all sorts of shit, because going straight will take them up to where the other protest is, and that won't go down well. So I've gone from the I guess the NITV crew. So NITV must be run by SBS, which it is, because they're the SBS heavies, the bodyguards that are always guarding the SBS crew. They've got a cameraman, a reporter, and two semi-professional weightlifters there, always. But I'm always right these days. People have chilled down on what they used to do a while ago. Okay, so then further up the street, I'll stop so we're not jiggling as tightly. Further up the street is where the cops have blocked it off more, which is where I will go, hopefully. Let's see how we go. Do a crossover. I remember these guys from last year where the poor lady had to push the poor bloke up the bloody hill. It's still going to be a long run. If it's the same couple, I don't know. But once you get, it's a much longer march now, because they would only just be starting, and they've been going for. They've already been on the road for half an hour, but they must have come to that agreement with the coppers to do that little bit with that Ethan guy there, because they normally do that up at Railway Square, as you'll notice from all the footage over the years. We'll do a switch through. It's just kind of like when you're in with the mob here. I don't know, I don't like it. Of course, I like to be at the front or filming it from a distance. But yeah, these guys are all here, just marching along, doing their thing. And yeah, we have the right to protest, and these people are utilising that right, and the government sort of capitulated on their, well, I would call it heavy-handed protest rules. Grace Jones, like I said, she must be a bloody age. Look at that, flawless, the flawless skin of an 80-year-old. So anyway, sorry you get all the additional things in. So that's the railway. That's what I'm saying is the demarcation of this railway. But I thought they'd come in one tunnel earlier, but they still have to go through here. The last time they had a March for Australia rally, which was at this park, and then there was this kind of crazy sort of trans-oriented counter-protest where where things didn't go so well for me, but there was a big police presence right here to separate the two, but not this time. But that was that, and they also had so the trans counter-protesters for the March for Australia were going to march on Hyde Park, and they did have to keep it all separated like they do. There's my man. That's the man himself. Mahatma, always say Mahatma, but it's Gandhi. He's the liaison with the Palestinians. All right, so we'll head up now, and we'll say goodbye. We'll wave goodbye to these guys. That's where the chopper's now over the March for Australia, and they will be, I've lost track of time now, I buggered it up with the timing, but if they could have gone right on time, it would have been sweet, I would have been there. But that's it, that's the group. Now they've spread out over 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 lanes, it shortens it a bit once you get them on 8 lanes. So we just head up from here to Prince Alfred Park, and I will shut up and hopefully find a bubbler. Oh, I know where there is one. I've got all my toilets and bubblers around the city plugged out when I need a wee or a drink, which is usually I don't need a wee because I'm just sweating out water. I need a drink mostly, and I never bring anything. I just carry it myself and my gimbal and my phone, and that's it. Don't even have a spare battery or a cord or anything. And I've just got the key to the house. That's the whole kit caboodle that I carry with me when all these other guys have got backpacks full of shit. That's how we roll though. All right, that's enough chit chat.